Hi guys, welcome to your eighth grade capstone. This is going to take us through the end of our time together and the end of our school year. So please make sure that you listen very carefully. I'm going to try and keep this as short as possible, but I'm also going to be really, really detailed in the information I give you here. This is underneath the Watch First material for your eighth grade capstone, and I'm going to be going over the thing that is labeled Read Me First. So these are the two most important things that you need to watch and read so you can understand what we're going to be doing for the next 9 days and basically the end of your eighth grade ELA journey. Okay. As I said, it's your eighth grade capstone. This is your directions in the timeline. So if you're someone who likes to know the big picture of everything that we're doing, this is that information here. But you're going to have it broken up into bite-sized chunks in a Google form like you're used to every single day. There's one exception to that, and that is day 9, and I'll explain that when we get there in a second, okay? The entire project must be completed by Thursday, May 28th. That's day 9 of all of this. And if you're doing your daily work like you need to so that you can get high quality and complete on your progress report, you'll have no problem meeting that deadline. Like I just said, daily deadlines and Google Forms are created to help keep students on track, and it's going to reflect on your progress report if you're working on this daily. That being said, the essential question that your capstone asks: what is the theme of your life? What experience in your life have characterized you this way? Throughout your 8th grade year, we've honed and acquired many new skills. And in order to prove your high school readiness, both academically and organizationally, we're going to complete this project through written reflections and through creating a project component that you're going to get to choose. This is going to combine everything you learned all this year and really showcase what you know and what you're capable of. This is also something that you can show to high schools. So like if you're trying to get into an honors track or a certain class, we can use this as a way to show what you know and what you're capable of and what you've mastered this year and why they should let you into that. Your reflections will be answered via Google Forms, and we'll answer that essential question of what is the theme of your life, and then what experiences have characterized you this way. So you're going to pick out character traits or experiences or a combination of both to explain and support and give examples to support what the theme of your life is. And I'll give you an example, my exemplar, and then I will have uploaded underneath the next material, underneath Watch Me First and Read Me First. It's called Example, and it has a bunch of 8th grade capstones, both the projects and their written papers. It's been a little bit different in the past where they typed it all in a Google form, so that will look different for you guys. But for me, it's about your reflection right now and you making that quality writing in the reflection rather than maybe it being all in one Google Doc, okay? So your project is then going to truly be what you make of it. So I'm going to go over your options that you have in just a second, but it really is just what you choose to make of it, and it is something that is made to support the reflections that you write in those paragraphs. Here it's linked. You're going to be able to click there and you'll see my completed capstone. And then I'm going to add a link as soon as it's published, you guys. I don't want to publish it now and confuse you all, a couple days early, but there'll be a link added here for you to be able to click and see capstones from 2023. 2022 didn't do it with technology. So I was going to link theirs, and then I realized that theirs are sitting in a nice little box in my classroom. So if you want to see them, I can show you them one day, but I do not have them here, okay? If you have a sibling from 2022, a lot of them did really like their projects and might have held on to them for you to use them as a look-see or for ideas. Here's our timeline of how we're gonna do everything. So each part of the capstone is outlined day by day and has a due date each day. They are all, at the time of you watching this, published in your Google Classroom. So you can work at whatever pace, as long as your work is high quality. If you want to do multiple parts a day, that's fine, but you do need to stay on the due date on that pacing right-hand side, so that way it reflects your work on your progress reports for your parents, okay? So it's really just very clearly labeled, step 1, 2, 3, you just follow in order. That is the one thing though, guys. It's not, some of you I know like to sometimes do Thursdays work and then do Tuesdays and then Monday, Wednesday. You're going to be confused and you're going to feel frustrated if you try and do that. You have to follow the steps in order. Each one builds on each other and sets you up to be successful in the others, okay? All of them are also, you can see that these are links. So they're step 1 is literally labeled step 1 underneath your classwork, underneath 8th grade capstone in your Google Classroom. That being said, it also is right here. If you click on it, you know how I can text you out your forms. You click on that, click here, and it'll open up you step 1 or whichever step you click on and bring you to your form. You can do that for all of them, and then I will add links down here because the project component, the way you submit it will be a little bit different. This is step 9. Step 9, submit project component assignment. I'll add that step 9 in there for you. But it is a little bit different because you each have your own individual classrooms. And essentially, this is not going to be a Google form. It's the only thing that's not a Google form. You will have to go and you will have to upload your material depending on what kind of project you choose, and that'll make more sense in a second. You'll have to upload it there. I will make a separate video with directions both on how to do it from your phone and do it from a computer, and to do it for different media types to help you guys with that. And once I have that done, I'll add a link there so that you can come back and see it there. And I'll also post it as a material for you to watch in the Google Classroom, okay? And I'll attach it to that day. I'll put it a lot of different places for you guys, okay? So week 1 is mostly going to be the writing and the reflection piece. I've set it up so that you do it all in the Google form, but if you're someone who likes to know and see an outline, you can see each day roughly what you're going to be writing about here. Don't feel overwhelmed by this. If you feel overwhelmed by this, please just scroll right on by. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about it now because I'm going to make mini, like 1 to 2 minute videos for you to help you through each of these steps on those days, and those will be in the Google form for you. If this is confusing, just go to the daily Google form. Ignore that. Ignore page 4, okay? Think of it like that. Page 5, this is what we'll do in the second week. So this is where you're working more on the project component, okay? On Friday, May 22nd, yeah, I just had to check the date, May 22nd, in your Friday check-in, it'll be a Friday check-in like normal, asking you how you are, what was your favorite thing about this week, both academically and in life. But one of the sections is going to ask you to choose what type of project you want to do. So that way you can go in Monday, you can spend the weekend thinking about it or not thinking about it, it's up to you. But then you can go in Monday ready to go and work on the project, okay? So you'll select a medium through which you wish to do your project to build on your reflection from week 1. Week 1 is going to be set up so it sends you all your answers. I know you're used to in the Google form, it may be showing up like different ways, like in Google Classroom, whatnot. I've set it up so that after you're done, even before you get feedback from me, every time you get a receipt from that Google form, so you can see all of your answers and you can always go back, especially if you end up doing like multiple edits, all of your edits, they'll be in your email for you, okay? So this is the part where you're going to create a project component. You're going to submit it underneath the assignment labeled Step 9, Thursday, 5/28, final 8th grade capstone project component. That is just like every one of your Google forms, just an assignment sitting in Google Classroom labeled Step 9 for you, okay? I'm actually going to kind of show you a little bit what it looks like. It's not published yet because I don't want to be confusing you guys when it's not time for you to be working on it, but I'll show you what it looks like a little bit here, okay? Hello? Okay. Actually, I think it's been recording that whole time. I'll see if I can edit that out for you guys. Sorry about that tech issue. But see, you can see here, it says read first. There'll be the video that we're doing right now, they'll say watch first. And then here's that example part that I was talking about. It'll have a bunch of different examples in here for you. I'll have more loaded in for you to see as well to work on. You can see step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all of those are in there. And then this is that step 9 I was talking about. So you'll go to that, and then that's where then you'll create either your slides or you'll upload a video and whatnot. Okay. Okay. So that being said, you'll go to that step 9, you'll upload your final project there. Here is what your choices are. So you must select which of your options you're doing during that Friday check-in. If you don't, you're going to be behind. It will ask you again on Monday, but you need to select it on Friday. Starting on that Monday, May 25th, you'll have steps 6 through 9 assigned to you, and you'll be able to work through that part of the capstone. So your options are listed below. If you have an idea that's not listed, you need to text, email, call me, beat me if you want to reach me to get approval for a different option besides the 6. Okay. There are infinite choices and options here, but I want to make sure that like you pick something that is doable, makes sense. And so we'll have to talk it through. Okay. You can choose to do a 10-song playlist and explain those song choices. So 10 songs that align to the theme of your life. My theme of life is that pressure creates diamonds or breaks pipes. So there are songs that represent like the thriving of like, oh, it's a diamond coming out of pressure and out of tough situations, or the pressure that you might like put on a pipe can also break it, right? That's just like science. So also shows like those tougher things in life, right? And then there's explanations to go along with them. You can find that underneath the exemplars or linked above, like I just showed you. Google Slides, in my exemplars, you'll see examples of my slides, past student slides as well. That again, just like using like maybe a 10-slide deck, you can create that. I'm not as savvy at Prezi, but I know a lot of you spent time becoming savvier at it. So I would accept like a link to a Prezi presentation that I can watch, similar to how I would watch Google Slides, if that is what your choice is. But I do know Prezi can take longer, and I do know that it does like require that you have like access to a computer. I would imagine it'd be really difficult to use on a phone, if not impossible. So make sure you're choosing an option that makes sense for what you have. Likewise, I know we have some YouTube stars in our midst. If you want to make some sort of a video that supports the ideas that are the theme of your life, by all means, go ahead. And if you want to use it for content on your YouTube channel, by all means, go ahead. There's also, I know we have a lot of artists. You can create an artistic representation. This doesn't need to be a huge thing. It doesn't need to be things that you need to run out and get supplies for. Work with what you got. Computer-sized paper. And you just need to have a reliable way, just like with the video, a reliable way to record and upload, a reliable way to take a high quality picture so that I can appreciate it, especially because you won't be able to hand it to me in a classroom, which I know we're all really sad about. And then you just upload it, right? Original poem and song lyrics. Again, I know we have a lot of artists where that's their medium. You could just write the poem. You could just write the song lyrics. You could also write original poems and song lyrics and then perform them. So then that's like a combination of the video and the original writing piece. Again, like I said before, all mediums, whichever one of these you choose, are intended for you to do a continued response of the work you did in week 1, a continued response of the ideas around the theme of your life. It should not just be a copy and paste of those ideas from the Google Form receipts into a Google Slide, into a Prezi. You can use things. If you look at my exemplar, you can see how I repeat certain phrases or definitions of things, but then I use pictures and other media and animations to support the ideas. I'm not just copying and pasting my paper, okay? If you need help, you know that you can call me, beat me, if you want to reach me anytime you need something. But I cannot read your mind, so I need you to reach out, especially if none of this is making sense, so that I can help you, okay? That's what I'm here for. You have everything you need to do the next 9 days of work for 8th grade. The last, 10 days of work that we have. The last day we'll check in, we'll reflect, we'll have our high school Q&A. I'll probably post some projects from people who want to share and let us have a class discussion. But this is it. This is the end of your 8th grade year, and this is where you are showing what you know, what you're capable of. And even if this feels like, oh my God, I have no idea what this lady wants me to do, I know that you can do it. and I know that you're capable of it. It just means that I didn't explain it well for you to understand. And so if you need help, I need you to tell me, okay? Because I want you all to be able to walk away with something really cool from this project that you can show high schools and teachers so they know what I already know about you being capable, okay? That being said, go check out step 1. If you are understanding what you need to do, if you're confused, I'm literally waiting for the phone call, waiting for the text, okay? Have a great day, guys. I don't know how to stop it. It's funny.